In this video, I'm going to show you how to sort your fish, the best time to do the sorting, the do's and don'ts, and the equipment you have to have in order to be able to sort your fish. Now, what's the best time to sort your fish? The answer depends on the weather condition of your farm or your geographical location. In short, it is not ideal to sort your fish when the weather is very hot and the temperature is high. So if the weather condition at your place is hot, then try to do your sorting early in the morning before the sun is out to get the water hot or to scorch the fish. You are done with your sorting and you top up your pond. This will reduce the stress in the fish. But before you even learn how to sort the fish, before to check out why you have to sort your fish, I have a video on that. You can check that out in the description. So now, if you're going to sort your fish, first and foremost, make sure that you get all the equipment or the materials that will help you do the sorting available. Some of them are, first and foremost, your harvesting net. It could be scooping nets, it could be dragging nets, or whatever that you're going to use to harvest them. If you're wondering how to get them, I'll link a link in the description. You can check that out on Amazon. Apart from the harvesting nets, you also need containers that will keep the fish. You may also need grading or sorting table or board. This is a plain board with a hole where you put the fish on, and you can put them in the hole that will fall in the container containing water, and then you can easily categorize them on that board. It's not compulsory to have one, but having one will help you. You should also have more than one fish pond, or if you're having one fish pond, you need to make provision for where you're going to keep the other sorted fish, because when you separate them according to the bigger and smaller or whichever differences, you don't need to put them at one place again. So first and foremost, having two fish ponds is ideal. So when you're starting up a fish farm and you intend to do sorting, you need to start with two fish ponds. And if you're having one, make sure you have another standby where you can keep the sorted fish into. Now, if that is done, then if you have this available, then you are ready to sort your fish. So the steps are, first, you need to reduce the water level in the pond or drain up the water. So when you drain up the water, leaving just minimum, very minimum, where you can easily pick them, it is now easy for you to pick them up and group them according to sizes. If you have two fish ponds, you may decide to just pick, if you notice that this fish ponds or this fish pond contains bigger fish, then put the bigger fish in there and put a smaller fish in the other pond. And likewise, you do the same, if smaller and bigger in the other pond. Or if you also want, if you have enough containers, you can pick all of them into those containers. Have smaller ones in this container, bigger ones in these containers, put them in their pond, put them in their pond, and you fill up your water. Though I'll also come to how to treat them before putting the fish in the pond. Now when you drain the water and leave it small, Then use your net, either scooping or harvesting or whatever net, to harvest them and categorize them. If you have the sorting table, you can put it there. If you don't have, you can easily pick smaller ones into this container or this pond and do the same thing to another pond. If you have done that and you are finished, you have sorted your fish. But take note of these things. Make sure you do not feed your fish immediately after sorting or immediately before sorting. For instance, if I intend to sort my fish today, after I feed them the previous day, yesterday, this morning when I come, I'm not going to feed them. The reason is that when you feed them and they have not digested the feed, and you immediately start sorting them, because you are taking them through stress, a lot of stress is going to affect them, and they can even vomit the feed and contaminate the water, and that can also lead to diseases and mortality. So make sure that you don't do that. When you sort them, allow them for some time, for some hours, because even at that time when you even feed them, they might not even mind you because they have been stressed. Allow them for some hours before giving them feed. Now, also make sure that you don't sort your fish when the weather is very hot, because the scorching sun is going to make the water in the fish pond hot, which is going to stress them and probably lead them to mortality. So make sure that when the weather is hot, let it get cool before you do your sorting. It is best not to do it early morning or late in the evening. But if the place that you are, the weather condition is cool, there's no problem doing it in the afternoon, knowing that the temperature of the water will not change. Also make sure that you have everything available, because don't start and you need to get this, that, and that will delay, because it is best to do it as quickly as possible. Because when you put them in a container or in another place, in a smaller place, and they stay there for long, they injure each other, they get wounds, and they stress. So it is best to do it as quickly as possible. So get all your equipment and materials available. Once you start, within some couple of minutes or hours, you are done and they are free. Also make sure that you disinfect the fish pond. That is salt bathing or other chemicals. When you want to sort them to that pond or to the pond, make sure you wash it clean, salt bath it to disinfect any bacteria that will be on it, and then get cleaner water and put the fish in there after sorting. It is also very important. And make sure that after sorting the fish, you provide them with antibiotics to release them from the stress. And I highly recommend using natural remedy such as bitter leaves. This is going to save you costs, and it's not going to give you another side effect because it is natural remedy. I have a video on how to apply bitter leaves and the importance of using bitter leaves. Check that one out in the description and learn more. So when you finish sorting, you apply this immediately. Don't feed them. Apply the bitter leaves or any antibiotics that you are giving. Allow them for a while, and then you can feed them after hours. And when you're also going to feed them, don't just give them once. Give them small to see how they'll react. If they are now ready to eat, give them more. If they are not, then you leave them. Otherwise, you will jeopardize the quality of the water, and that's going to also affect them. So, this is the way to sort your fish. Don't forget to watch the other videos on the importance of fish sorting. And don't also forget to subscribe to the channel to learn more about fish farming. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.